It's a high-altitude game for us today. Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West. It's the LA Chargers and the Denver Broncos. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewer here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Nick starting with a pass. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the 50-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Offense is set. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
On the stop.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds his man over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now Nix on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pass play coming here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Another throw here on second down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He'll come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 46.
Right up the gut. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Another carry for him. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Taking down right at the line.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun. Throw left side. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Offense already looking like they're at mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. They go play action on first down. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
It's a gain of
Going to the line, this is first and 10.
That's another Chargers first down.
Move now to the running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Hampton. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, found the end zone as a result.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he's kept up the pace all season long. To the point, look, he's in the top 5 across the NFL in passing. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Second down, looking for options. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Nick's trying to sneak it. And they're going to down it by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Broncos. First down.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. One's complete. It's Brian outright. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Up the gut they go. What a hit! And the ball's loose! And it's scooped up by the Chargers! So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Handoff to the back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back-to-back carries here. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
1 yard gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Nix now on first and 10. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Yards on the play.
Give to Williams from the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Nix from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Broncos will have a first down.
18-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage, a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Benjamin St. Just on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
Nix off the play action.
Second and 7.
From the pocket, looking for a target. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Running back sent in motion. On third down, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he's found many a gift in the end zone this season. As we work through December, he is currently tops in the league in rushing scores. First down, play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drake Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
They've got first down from the 31. Working now from the gun. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 6.
Broncos 13.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chargers returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers tie and can take the lead here in the second.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers take the lead on that successful kick.
Broncos 13.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Broncos first down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with first and 10. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first down, Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Nix. Hits him on the end route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
And the Broncos first down.
On first down, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup.
Going again. Here's Nix. He'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pass complete to R.J. Harvey.
Throw here, third down. He'll make a big foot on the ground. And that's a gain of 5, enough to put him in a spot where they might actually consider going for this now. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on fourth down. Here's Nix to throw. He's got it. It's complete to Bryant. And they take him down right along the 30. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Nix. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Nix again on second and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Once more, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll throw again. Nix. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he He's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on the Detroit Lions. All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. And it's the former Ram, led him to Super Bowl 53 back in the day, Jared Goff. A 17-yard touchdown pass. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. A scintillating run for the touchdown. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Daniel Jones. The throw, the catch, and a 39-yard touchdown pass. The Steelers find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. In the game you're watching, both teams making a strong case in this one, a 2-point differential at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Looking to throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. This might be a free play for him. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Now throw, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch made here at the 30. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's got it on the bootleg. That's caught by Williams. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
A handoff for Williams, running left. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They send a man in motion. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Surprisingly, had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Back to the well again. Blast through midfield. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe.
Chargers.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and it brings up an LA 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd down, they need 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This is hauled in by Harris. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Chargers 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Dumped off to his running back. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll try and punch it in. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They go to him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take a 3rd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers jump in front now by 5.
Broncos 16.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go with Williams on a counter. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Caught quickly on the slant. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that 1st. It's 4th down now.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Chargers, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd down.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Third and long, they're gonna throw. Has it in close. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say Jim Harbaugh, no stranger to barking at officials, and he's gonna make them take another look at this one. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the 1st down. Back now, pressure coming. He brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun.
At the 44-yard line.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Another carry for him. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
First down, Chargers.
Oh no, the ball is loose! Oh, the Broncos get to this one! And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field. Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
The Broncos offense all set to go. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Draw play, this is Williams. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Nick's trying to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Pass play now. Makes the catch. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
And the Chargers.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one's good to McConkey. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 40. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Broncos 4-yard
They'll go play action. Into the hands of Gaston. Complete. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
back to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a two-possession game here in the fourth.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can stand to play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers push the lead up to 12.
48. Broncos 16.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Mims with the grab. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once more, it's Nix. He's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and
Nix to throw again.
46-yard line.
He's got a man left. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos need to score quickly. They'll throw again. Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
First down. First and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Cortland Sutton. He's out of bounds at the 13.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Williams. A gain of 9 yards.
Nix from the gun. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker, and because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Down and 15.
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's got the Charger first down. That should be all she wrote in this one. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. It goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers, as we'll see you next time from Denver.